Hi, my name's DrFlis Lawrence and I'm an organisational social psychology expert. My doctorate researched the prevalence and impact of workplace bullying and cyberbullying on people and culture in the Australian public sector, and found quite worryingly that 3/4 of the people I interviewed and surveyed across Australia had either experienced or witnessed some form of cyberbullying, whether it be person related or task related. And it also found that cyberbullying tended to escalate as a consequence of face-to-face confrontations, and vice versa, whereby face-to-face confrontations would then escalate into online abuse and harassment. This is very worrying because the further I delved into this research, I found that the Australian Productivity Commission had identified Australia annually losing between $6 and $36 billion per annum to stress-related illnesses around this space. Australia isn't alone dealing with this type of issue. The UK alone is losing $18 billion per annum. This is a huge worry, and that's one of the reasons why I am doing this bespoke Reach Your Full Potential at Work bootcamp, of which this module is a part. However, it's not my only and my personal drive. The last few months of my career in the public sector, I was working with a junior staff, a member, a really lovely girl who was coming back to work as a result of some health issues. And one day she came in and said that she'd received a letter in the post from her boss and HR who accused her of fraud. And she fronted a panel of HR and very senior managers, including her supervisor, who was very senior to her, about 3 or 4 rungs up the ladder. And she fronted quite a large panel of about 4 people and came through that with flying colours. So that was probably an example of organisational bullying. However, that wasn't the thing that actually got me angry. We were sitting that day quietly in the evening at about 6:30. I was in my corner office tapping away on my computer, and this lass was in front of her workstation. And I heard some footsteps, and I understood that one of the panel members had actually come over and was standing and having a chat to this lass. And as this lady was leaving the office to go home, she said, "You know, we still love you, don't you?" and giggled and then left. And I still remember having this absolute feeling wash through me of anger and amazement that someone would be so capable of jerking this girl around who was trying desperately to come back to work. Her health wasn't good. The organisation had treated her badly in terms of this fraud claim, and then to sort of smash a nose in it and tell her that they still loved her. I just remember hearing this loud voice in my head saying, this has to stop, someone has to do something. And that caused me to articulate from my master's to a PhD, because I've seen in the Royal Australian Navy and the public sector and in private sector, I've seen a lot of activity around alleviating, mitigating and preventing negative workplace behaviours, but nothing seems to change. There seems to be a consistent theme running through that we're accepting a certain percentage of people being bullied. And I want to actually help people have a happier workplace experience. And so this is why I've developed this business. So now that's enough about me. Let's go straight into what is on this module. So this module, Controlling Workplace Confrontations, gives you 10 sessions. Those 10 sessions each come with a webinar where I will basically provide you with a PowerPoint presentation, and you'll hear my voice explaining the information that you'll need to sort of understand and use, including tools and tactics and the strategies that I'll be sharing. There's also a workbook that you'll need to download, because as you're going through these webinars, you'll actually be going through a number of questions and exercises that will help you illustrate how you can start to switch on your analytic ability and start thinking about what's really going on in your workplace and organisation. Why are confrontations happening? Why is it important to actually control workplace confrontations at a lower level before they escalate into something worse, like bullying, harassment? How can anxiety and personality lead to workplace confrontations, so you start being more aware of both yourself and other people? And what other workplace environmental factors like culture and governance and policies and procedures are factors that create an environment that leads to workplace confrontation? So that's the sort of information I'll be giving to you in the first part of this module. The second part of this module is comprised of 6 sessions. So all in all, you get 10 sessions. The first part, you get 4 sessions going through, the how and why workplace confrontations occur. And the second part will be going through the tools and tactics on how to prevent and avoid, identify what's happening to you so that you can appropriately and professionally respond without losing your control, which is incredibly empowering. How to stay calm and in control. So I give you quite a few tactics around how to do that and tools. Why it's so important and empowering for you to let people see that you're listening, because that shows people that you're in control and you're remaining professional. How to diffuse situations by taking time out, and how to identify when a confrontation is actually becoming regular and turning into bullying. So bullying is about regular or persistent negative behaviour that makes you feel disempowered and you feel that you're in a less powerful position to protect yourself. So it's a little bit different to confrontations. So that's what you get this module. I'll be sharing with you 2 more videos just to introduce each part as we go through. At the end of this module as well, before we go, I just want to share with you that I'll give you a free goodies bag, which is comprised of a number of tactics on how to embed all this new mindset, mental modes, strategies, tools, the things that you want to actually use in your daily life. It'll help you enliven those strategies into your daily life. So before I go, if I could ask you that at the end of this module, you maybe drop me a line at team@DrFlis.com. Respectfully tell me how I can improve, because at the end of the day, I'm all about helping people have a better workplace experience. So this module, as part of that, is giving you the ability to understand how and why confrontations occur, and the ability to quickly disable and interrupt them, so that you have more control and you're empowered. And that will give you that sense of, it will give you a better sense of control at work, and that usually leads to feeling happier. So that's what I'm all about. I'm about giving you a better experience at work. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this module.